Welcome back to Spencer FYI, and we're outside the Creative Living Center here at the Clay County Fair, and we're getting ready for the 2021 County Fair, and you're in charge of the homemade wines and craft beer department.
Correct, yes.
So what's new for 2021?
For 2021, what we are doing this year for the wine, in the past you could only enter 1 bottle per class. This year you can now do 3. So like the sweet fruits, if you had a strawberry, a grape, and a cherry, you can now enter all 3. So hopefully a lot of exhibitors enjoy that because they have a lot of different ingredients and styles, so that should help. Something else that's new in the wine is we have one of our prizes this year. The overall winner of the Grape Dry Red will receive a 1-night stay at the Inspiration Winery Loft Vacation Rental. So I thought that was a really cool prize for this year, and there are other prizes as well. Something else new in the back of our handbook, we have major ingredient labels. And so what we ask is that each exhibitor fill out the major ingredients and just cut the label out, tape it to the back of the bottle. And for beer, you'll have 2 bottles. We ask you submit 2, one for display and one for judging. And for that label, you'll just do 1 label for both the bottles. A really great prize we have for beer this year, the Best of Show, the overall winner of the beer show, will have the opportunity to brew their beer at the Iowa Project Brewery here in Spencer. So a really great prize, and there's other prizes there as well. And that's kind of it just for the wine and beer. But we do have a new division this year, and that is designing your own beer and wine label. And that is for the creative person. You don't just have to brew wine or beer to do it, although some people, if they kind of dabble in the arts and creative, they'll make one anyway. So we encourage everyone to submit their labels. You can do a multimedia collage, watercolor, paint, acrylic. The world is your oyster when it comes to that. So definitely see the handbook for the rules. F8's Creative is sponsoring that as well.
So just kind of opening it up for maybe that person that doesn't want to brew, but like you said, has those creative juices.
Yeah. I mean, wine labels, if you walk down the aisle, or even the beer labels, they're really pretty and kind of scary sometimes, I suppose, if you see the right one, but they're very creative, and we'd love to see that at the fair.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's what we're here to do, right? Is to showcase people's talents.
Yes, exactly.
So you talked about your divisions, and you mentioned just a few of them, but you have like a red and a white for the wines.
Yep. So they get kind of into the nitty gritty, but there's wild fruit, there's a vegetable, there's just a regular grape, there's a rhubarb. And as is the case with the beer and the wine, if there's one that you think, oh, this doesn't fit into any, that's okay. We always have an other category, and we'll always make it work.
Okay. Is there pre-registration required?
Not required, but encouraged. It's really easy and smooth to enter online, and it's also very easy for the office then to mail you out the exhibitor tags. But you can also always enter with the paper form, mail it, walk it in. Okay.
When are you taking entries?
We are taking them Tuesday over the lunch hour from 11 to 2, and then again from 4:30 to 6 in the evening. If that doesn't work, they can always bring their entries to the fair office anytime during their business hours.
Okay, and you're bringing them here to the Creative Living Center?
Yes, yep. We are on the east corner of the Creative Living building. Get my grounds here.
No problem, sounds good. And then what do you need to bring? You mentioned 2 bottles and just your paperwork. That's pretty much all you need to bring with you?
Yep, for beer you'll bring 2 bottles, for wine you'll bring 1, and then you just need your form. There's no entry fee. Completely free to enter, and you also don't have to be a member of Clay County or even the resident of Iowa. So it's open to anyone and everyone.
Right. Any other rules that they need to be aware of?
No, I would just say, even if you're brewing from a kit or you're creating your own recipe or you're following a recipe, any and all skill level is welcome.
Okay. If they have questions, obviously your number's probably in the handbook,
yes,
and they can check it out there.
You bet. Yep. Just contact me.
So when does judging happen?
Judging happens before the fair. We take a day for wine and a day for beer, just depending how long it takes. And all of our judges are actually from wineries or breweries to the area or at least close by. And if they're not, then they have taken classes to be certified to be a judge. So they are all very professional and knowledgeable for the wine or beer.
All right. Are you going to have anybody sit in your area to maybe ask questions if somebody's interested in brewing for me for 2022?
Yeah, this year we're kind of working on getting some presentations or at least educational purposes to kind of show people how the process is done. So hopefully we'll have more of a presence there this year.
All right, sounds good. So maybe just check the website for some of those details, and I'm sure you'll be on the daily guide or any of that kind of stuff. We know how that all works. It's always kind of a moving target when you get to this part of the season. So.
Right. Yep.
All right. Anything else you want to make sure people are aware of on the?
Like I said, any skill level, we'll take it all. We'd love to see it.
All right, sounds good. So yeah, get your wine and beer all bottled up and ready to go.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more right after this.